The newest version of The Grinch is cleaning up at the box office. It raked in $66 million its first weekend. That makes it the biggest opening for any Christmas movie ever, breaking the record set by the live-action version of the story 18 years ago starring Jim Carrey. And that film was, of course, a remake of the 1966 TV special, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So at this point, you're probably wondering, did we really need another Grinch movie? We're here to break down all the biggest differences between the three versions and tell you which one is the best. Let's start with what we can see. The character design of the newest Grinch is pretty novel, even besides the fact that he's 3D animated. Take a look at the original Grinch, the one practically ripped from the pages of the Dr. Seuss book. He had a sinister look to him, with a wrinkly, Cheshire cat-like sneer. Jim Carrey's Grinch was even creepier, as heavy makeup and prosthetics gave him a snout nose and an overall wolfish look. In contrast, our new Grinch is almost cute. You can see each individual animated hair on his body, giving him a furry-looking texture. That fuzziness, combined with his full round cheeks and pear-shaped body, turned this Grinch into a surprisingly cuddly creature. Looking at them next to each other, you can really see how Illumination, the animation studio behind this newest version, gave Grinch a look that's in line with some of their other projects, like The Lorax and Despicable Me. Next, let's take a look at the man himself, his inner workings and motivations. In the original picture book and animated film, Seuss didn't give any reason for Grinch's hatred of the holidays, beyond the fact that his heart
was 2 sizes too small.
That's not a ton of character development. The live-action movie did provide a window into the past, showing a young Grinch being bullied by his classmates. But in that version, he also exhibited heartless tendencies from the start, even when he was just a baby. This year's origin story makes it clear that the Grinch started out wide-eyed and hopeful, like any other kid. But growing up in an orphanage where he spent the holidays alone year after year slowly eroded his confidence and compassion. Feeling alienated from the cheery whoos of Whoville, he became a recluse who just wants to hang out with his dog and avoid the holidays altogether. And you really can't blame him. The Grinch's past is taken far more seriously here than in the Jim Carrey film, and we can easily see why he's so embittered. Now let's look at some other characters. Cindy Lou Who gets some added depth in the newest remake. In both the previous films, Cindy Lou comes from a 2-parent home. In the live-action version, her parents get caught up in the materialism of the holiday season, which bothers her. In this version, Cindy Lou isn't motivated by materialism, but by concern for her overworked single mom, Donna, who's voiced by Rashida Jones. Co-director Yarrow Cheney told Insider about the decision to make Donna a single parent, saying, "We didn't want that place and these people to seem just saccharine, a postcard version of a happy Christmas town. We wanted it to feel like a real place with real people with real problems." Okay, time to talk about the music. It's something that you may not automatically think about, but that played a big role in all 3 movies. The soundtrack to the new film spans several genres, featuring songs by the Jackson 5, Run DMC, and the hip-hop boy band Brockhampton. Meanwhile, rapper Tyler, the Creator, put his own catchy take on the original theme song.
You really are a heel. You was cuddly as a cactus.
Tyler also released a boisterous EP of holiday music for The Grinch, which perfectly complements the mischievous humor and bright animation of the film. The live-action version had its own hit song, Where Are You Christmas?, an original track that was co-written by Mariah Carey. Little Taylor Momsen sings a sweet rendition of the song as Cindy Lou Who, while country superstar Faith Hill released an official recording and music video. It peaked at number 26 on the US Billboard country charts, and has no doubt been belted in showers for years after the movie's release. The first film, though, offered a truly iconic and unique addition to holiday music with the original version of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
It was sung by booming bass vocalist Thurl Ravenscroft, and has since been covered by tons of folks, including Jim Carrey as the Grinch, and even the cast of Glee. Finally, let's look at what audience and critics have to say. There's no Metacritic score for the original because it was released so long ago. Audiences, though, gave it an 8.4 out of 10. But let's take that with a grain of salt. These reviews poured in way after the release, so surely a bit of nostalgia is at play here. The 2000 Jim Carrey version has a 6.1 out of 10 from audiences, and only a 45% on Metacritic. Ouch. This year's version only fared slightly better, with a 6.3 audience score out of 10 and a 53% critic score. So which one is the best? I'd say this year's version because it feels like a fully modern update on the Yuletide classic. The newest take on the film feels truly different, and not just because it's the first 3D animated Grinch movie. We get a new perspective on everyone's favorite green Grouch, as Illumination gives him a charming new look and a deeper origin story. At the end, even with all its departures from earlier versions of the Grinch, the movie stays rooted in Seuss's basic message about empathy and redemption through community.